Hi everybody, my name is Taylor Blanchard and I was asked to share my takeaways from this week's Mother's Day service. I love every year the Mother's Day service. It's one of my favorites. I just love having the panel of moms all in different stages to share their wisdom with us. So this year we had Jenna, Donna, Barb, and Wendy, and they shared their experiences currently mothering through a pandemic, which is something none of us have ever seen before. So one of my biggest takeaways was there is a saying kind of circulating around Facebook right now that is, there's no pandemic guidebook. And the realization just kind of came to me that there might not be a pandemic guidebook, but we have the Bible, we have Jesus, we have access to him through 24/7 prayer, and we have the guidebook to life. We don't need to worry because anything that we're going through, we can just turn to the Bible and to God, and we will find the answers that we're looking for. So that was kind of my first big takeaway there. Deuteronomy 31 verse 8 says, "It is the Lord who goes before you. He will be with you. He will not leave you or forsake you. Do not fear or be dismayed." So God's already seen the end of this. He knows how this ends for the world. He knows how this ends for our kids. So we really just don't have to worry because he's got it. He's got it all figured out. We don't have to worry. In our house right now, pandemic parenting has been a little chaotic. We are not very good scheduled people, which is probably a strength we need to work on. Our daughter Grace is 2.5. I specify she's 2.5 and not 2 because if you've ever parented a toddler, you know the difference. So she's really just in that stage where she's pushing buttons and getting into just all sorts of mischief. So in a 3-day span, we had to call poison control because she drank mouthwash. We had to clean up the bathroom. She colored in lipstick and ate the lipstick. She colored all over my couch with marker and then ate the marker. So by the time she colored on the couch, I was just done. I was so frustrated and at my wit's end, and I just kind of gave her to my husband, and I had to go walk away and just pray for patience for her because I was just so defeated. So that all happened Saturday night. So Sunday morning when I tuned in the service, it was all really fresh in my mind. And the mom started talking about being steadfast and stable and a rock. And this pandemic is a storm if I've ever seen one. So I just really I want her to remember that I was the rock and I was the stability during all the chaos for her. So that was kind of really my big takeaway, was just really to lean into God, to really push for the extra patience, the extra forgiveness and grace and mercy for her, and remember that she's only 2.5 and this is developmentally appropriate what she's doing. As much as it's driving me crazy, I just really need to show her some grace and forgiveness in it all. And it is so crazy that the magnitude of this all is that this is happening in the world. It's such a significant part of history, but God is still using it to teach every single one of us these little lessons. I think a lot of us in parenting right now, my kids go to daycare full time when we're not in pandemic. So I kind of only get a short little bit of time with them because I work full time, but this has really kind of forced me to kind of be present during all these developmental changes that she's going through and really take a more active parenting role, which sounds crazy, but it's true. It's a whole different element right now that we're not necessarily used to. So I just think it's really cool that God's just teaching us all these lessons right now. And that's really it. Just kind of praying for forgiveness and grace and patience right now. I think we all need it. So that's it for me. I hope that you are all staying safe, and I cannot wait until the church building is open again and we can all have coffee and hugs and cookies and just kind of go back to that place. So take care, everyone.